Next one is from Ryan Miles. Did you see that that new Spider-Man Far From Home poster? In an era when all posters, especially Marvel ones, all look alike with multiple floating heads, this one is a real breath of fresh air to me. The imagery of Peter in front of the Iron Man wall art is really moving and actually gives you the emotion of the movie more than the sterile posters we generally get these days. Did you see it, and what did you think of it?
I did see it. And first of all, let me just say, you're absolutely right. I have been a little bit disappointed in the Marvel posters as of late because, Rob, I think you raised a really good point once. I think you said the Marvel posters today are more a result of the actors' contracts than it is about artistic expression.
Right.
And it is, because actors get these contracts that say they have to be on the poster. And so you end up with these ridiculous posters that has no personality, and it's just, look, 18 characters all standing there looking heroic. I mean, it doesn't really have a lot to it, and I got to admit, I miss some really good posters. I love it, Rob, when a poster in a single frame captures the essence or the spirit of what's going on in the movie. That's what I really enjoy that a lot. So this new Spider-Man Far From Home poster comes out, and I got to tell you, I adore it, strictly because of what I just said. This, to me, when I look at this image in this poster, this tells me so much about what's going on an emotional level, on a current events level. It gives me a look into the heart of the character. There's so much that happens. This Spider-Man on the roof, sitting down wonderingly with this big homage to Iron Man behind him on the wall. It's beautiful. I love what it represents. Now, is this something I might hang on my wall? Maybe not. I think you artistically could make a little bit of a better poster. But from what it represents, and I'm sure this isn't the final one, I got to tell you, man, I love this image. I love this poster, despite the fact that he's wearing the stupid Iron Spider suit. I can live with it because and you know what? Actually, Rob, let me take that back. It's appropriate in this poster that he's wearing that suit, because of course he's thinking about Iron Man. He's in front of the Iron Man thing, so he's of course wearing the gift that Iron Man gave him. So you know what? Even though I don't like the Iron Spider suit, it was the right choice. It's the right choice to have it in there. Anyway, Rob, am I too enthusiastic about this? What do you think about this?
No, and I'll tell you what's really interesting about this poster is you see Tom Holland's face. He's not wearing the Spider-Man mask, and I think
it makes it more human. It humanizes it more, right?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think every Spider-Man poster, like I've been a big collector of movie posters my whole life, and I don't think there's ever been a Spider-Man poster where you see Tom Holland's face. I mean, where you see Spider-Man's face. It's always the character Spider-Man with the mask on. I still have the original Two Towers poster that has Spider-Man on the wall from the original. From the original
Sam Raimi Spider-Man.
And I love this poster. I mean, I'm not a fan. If I had my druthers, I'd have every movie poster painted like they used to be.
Right.
Because that's what I loved, and I agree with you. I think a movie poster should, in one image, mythologize the movie that it's advertising, but that's not the world we live in anymore. And I've never understood why they're making comic book movies. Why aren't you getting people, like, I don't know, Bill Sienkiewicz, painting gorgeous art? They can release their Photoshop posters, but comic book movies, X-Men posters have always been lame. And you've got these great comic artists. They've never availed themselves of the comic artists that made these characters iconic in the first place to actually come back and paint these posters. But as posters go, if I was in college, I'd put this on my dorm room wall.
Actually,
it's got emotion.
Ashley, I'm just curious. You had a chance to see this image in this poster. What did you think about it? What was your first reaction to it?
I think it's great. I really loved it. I think I love how you see his face. Actually, it really does feel like an emotional connection between him and Iron Man. So, and I think it's cool. I like how it's a city skyline in the background, and I like that they have a mural of Iron Man behind him. It's a good concept.
Now, I'm sure at some point between now and the movie comes out, we will get the final official poster, which will be 23 characters standing with a cityscape in the background, all looking off to something, and it'll be another Marvel poster. But right now, kudos to them, because I think this poster is great just because of the emotion that's capturing. I think it's great.
Also, their teaser poster, the initial poster of Spider-Man's face with all the stickers around him,
Was great. Yep,
that was
really
a great
good too.
poster too.
Yeah.
And it's Sony. Just John, is it Sony that takes care of the
Yes,
marketing?
it's Sony's looking after
so
the
you've got
marketing
a
here.
different marketing department. They did a great job with Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. All the artwork for that was great.
It's all fabulous.
And kudos to them for taking a different approach because I think it's working.
You just raised a great point that I've been overlooking. It's not Marvel's marketing department. It's Sony's marketing department. And at least with the posters, you're right. I love that one with the travel stickers and all that kind of stuff. They're doing a better job.
And Sony's also being like, well, if you haven't seen Endgame,
Yeah.
here's a character from another studio's movie.
Go check it out.